on the starting group for the Spurs. Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward spot.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Aldridge, the pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Morant finds Jackson. And it's Morant. That time on the assist from Jackson. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. Stolen by Brooks. One-on-one here. And stolen by Murray. Morant with the steal. Pass to Valanciunas. Out to Morant.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Murray. On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Winslow. And finished off by DeRozan.
When DeRozan gets to the rim like that, you know how it's going to end.
Jackson dishes to Valanciunas. Pass to Winslow. Morant outside. Jackson trying to break free. And that one's good. Morant's got 8 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
All that length, all just able to close airspace quickly.
The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Grizzlies with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. And that one's good. Morant.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Murray, the pass to Lyles. The dish to DeRozan. Aldridge wide open. He fires. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
This is easy offense. Hard to stop Aldridge off the catch. Too skilled, too talented.
And stolen by Murray. And here we go with DeRozan. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing. And look at the elevation. Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
And Brooks gets it to go.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. Count the basket.
Absorbing contact on the shot. Forbes with the concentration to where it doesn't matter.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Morant against Murray. And Forbes kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Aldridge. stolen by Anderson. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Some changes for Memphis. Gutteridge is checked in. And Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Gay with the ball. Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now, here's Valanciunas. And again, Memphis no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Gutteridge. White covering. And there's the pass to Jones. Back to Valanciunas. Nice D from Aldridge.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. 1 second left. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs. Mills out there with White. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Bellinelli in at the 3 slot. The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
A bit of a late bloomer in college, White has proven to be a steady pro in my opinion. He can shoot, pass, and he can defend.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Kicks it out to Jones. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Gutteridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Clearly a foul.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So he gets them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's White. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And the way that White attacks, I love how he asserts himself and takes it to the rim.
Over to the wing. Melton passes to Clark. Inside, here's Jackson. And Poeltl sends it back. White drives in. The shot off that time. And Memphis the other way now. To the paint. Here's Melton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Poeltl, and the dunk by Poeltl.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Spurs leading by 8. White the pass to Walker. He feeds it to Bellinelli. It's stolen by Jones. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Passes it to Gutteridge. 5 on the clock. Feeds to Jackson. And no good. Walker with some nice D. The Spurs have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. No good from Gay.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Here's White. He dishes it to Walker. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
The guy who's always had the tools to get to the line more. Gay aggressive that time.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the longtime NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
A pass to Gay and finished off by Gay.
Flying high, Gay at one time had a 40-inch vertical.
Anderson passes to Winslow. Goes back up. Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Mills dishes to Gay. Over Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
For San Antonio, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a few teams. Rudy Gay is still going.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Morant. To the middle, here's Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Aldridge has got 6 points.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
Brooks the pass to Valanciunas. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Senate.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. Jack, what did you... And that does it for our...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Winslow against Aldridge. Let's go. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Morant.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Jackson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Valanciunas, good.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Aldridge kicks to Murray. Stolen by Winslow. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first free throw is good. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Gutterich is checked in. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for Murray. Outside, White. Now here is Pirtle. White the pass to Lyles. Here is Forbes. Pass to Jones. And he converts the layup.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Here is Forbes. Pass to Lyles. Now Bellinelli, guarded by Jackson. And Bellinelli kicks to White. Here's Pirtle. Back to Bellinelli. The pass to Forbes. Deflects the pass. Just 5 to shoot. Clark with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark. Brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the 3-point shooting.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Then for the Spurs, Lonnie Walker comes in for Bryn Forbes. It's Mills in for Derek White. It's tipped. Passes it to Gutterich. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Outside for Jackson. Anderson right side. Down low for the tie. 7-foot shot off the left rim and out. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Gay against Morant.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
San Antonio leading. Now Mills. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Spurs have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Spurs also with the sub. Aldridge is checked in. No problems knocking that one down. Aldridge has got 9.
Easy chance for Aldridge, one of the best mid-range shooters in the game.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. The feed to Brooks. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Aldridge kicks to Mills. Misses off the right iron. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Tipped away. Stolen by Walker. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Mills can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The kick out to Anderson. Now here's Morant for 3. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gay. Some solid defense from Clark. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Spurs lead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for San Antonio, Gay and Aldridge are up front. White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. Anderson kicks to Brooks. Anderson against Gay. Now here's Brooks. He's covered closely. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Valanciunas.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Murray finds White. DeRozan surveying the D. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. That puts them in the lead. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed.
Whoa, hammering it in.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
Here's Morant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. He kicks it to Forbes. Winslow against DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
Now here's Brooks. Defense right on him. Here's Forbes. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Forbes, the pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldridge. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Understanding the importance of momentum here, LaMarcus takes matters into his own hands.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
Murray against Morant. Pass to Lyles. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go. There's Winslow. That one misses. Nice D from DeRozan. Spurs leading by 3. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Stolen by Brooks. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by Winslow.
Locked and loaded. Winslow with the steady hand as this game heats up.
And here's DeRozan. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter.
Loaded up with a lot of confidence. DeMar DeRozan can be a big-time performer.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter, and he gets it back.
So quick off the floor, Murray can afford to wait until the shooter commits.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Memphis. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Tries again. No good from Valanciunas. Drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line. LaMarcus is over 80% for his career. Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them to play smart, but not to be cautious. He said, look, we got this lead by playing our way, and we'll keep it by doing the same. Guys, we'll see what happens.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. That was just a cold-blooded play there from Valanciunas. Not fazed at all by the situation.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Misses. And so it's the Spurs with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was.
The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And the starting group for the Spurs. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point guard. Now here's Murray. To the inside. Poked away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. That's tipped, so it's the Spurs now. Clock at 6. Here is Forbes, covered by Williamson. Murray, no good. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, this kind of play right here pays off in the team camaraderie. That's B.I. doing the dirty work, and they love it.
Murray outside. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. The putback. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Lobs it up for Holiday.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
And here's Ingram from the arc. That one, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Ball. Ingram gets to Holiday. Williamson outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
This is when Zion's at his best. He gets to the interior, can use that quickness and explosiveness.
DeRozan passes to Lyles. To the right side. Pass to Forbes. Back to Murray. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Feeds it to Ball. The 10-footer. The kick out to Holiday. Ingram wide open. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Aldridge with it. Favors picks him up. Forbes the pass to Aldridge. Yep, that one goes.
Well, back to the basket. Sometimes more facing up is Aldridge. He excels right there down in the painted area.
Ball dishes to Ingram. Passes to Favors. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here is Favors after the basket by San Antonio. And stolen by Murray. Here is Forbes, guarded by Holiday. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. And stolen by Murray. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Lots of room. It's a hand on it, and Holiday is right there. Holiday's got 6.
Yeah, Drew very much willing to go in there, scrap out a rebound, and hit the boards.
Gay scanning before. Poked away, taken away by Holiday. Here's Hart. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
So they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Outside Jackson. To the left wing. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And now here comes Gay leading the break. And then Gay with the dunk.
Good job of using quickness in transition. Like to see Rudy Gay out there running hard in the lane.
It's Redick on the wing. The pass to Hayes. Back to Redick. Fires from deep. 5 to shoot. Rebound San Antonio. Now Mills. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Out to White. Inside. Bertle's shot is off. Pelicans trailed by 3. Here's Hart. And that one is stuffed right through.
This is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Pass to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. No good from Gay. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And the bank shot is good. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Pass to Hart. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
J.J. Redick knows everybody's position on every play in the playbook, so good job of getting the ball over to his teammate there.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Bellinelli. They get the rebound.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The Spurs also with the sub. Walker's checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Bellinelli, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Williamson trying to free himself up. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. And Holiday throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got 7 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Holiday against Walker. Outside Favors. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Murray, the pass to Bellinelli. To the paint. Aldridge finds Bellinelli. Back to Aldridge. Out to DeRozan. Outside Walker. On the wing, DeRozan. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's DeRozan. The layup missed.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to...
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Aldridge out there with Lyons. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Now the pass to DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Lyons.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
On the wing, Holiday, covered by Lyons. Favors trying to break free. Spurs trail by 4. Over Ingram. Up again. Pelicans pull it in. Favors got 6 rebounds here tonight. Miles against Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Again, just watching Zion's leaping ability, gets over the defense and easily finds the rim.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Pass to Forbes. Now, here's DeRozan. Back to Forbes. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. Pass to Lyles. He dishes it to Forbes. San Antonio again missing. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's Holiday, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Holiday, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here comes White, leading the fast break.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Passes it to Hayes. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hayes has got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Mills has got 5.
Well, he's a serious catch-and-shoot threat really every time down the floor. Mills has to be accounted for by the defense.
Redick with the 3, and there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul. New Orleans making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills finds White. Back to Mills. The 3, and the 3 ball is good. Mills has got 6 here in this quarter.
For all the strides he's made in other parts of his game, Mills remains at his heart a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Jackson passes to Hayes. Here's Melly. He's covered by Gay, and it's Melly missing. Spurs trail by 3. Gay inside. Off target at the rim. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Redick surveying the D. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Redick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Inside, here's White, and it's blocked. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hart, that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Gay outside. White left side. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Melly with the rebound. Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good there. And we've reached the end of the third. Pelicans lead by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. A lot of former Blue Devils out there. Redick, Ingram, Zion, and Okafor all on the floor. And it's ball in at the point. That's the Pelicans 5. And he knocks down the first one. Drew Holiday's checked in for J.J. Redick. Spurs also with the sub. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 10. And finished off by Gay.
That's Rudy Gay up off the ground and dunking it down hard. Nice to see that.
And the dunk by Williamson.
I love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Murray dishes to DeRozan. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Williamson. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And it's a 12-point New Orleans lead. Spurs shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Rudy Gay on the wing. Murray kicks to Forbes. Spurs working the ball around now. And the pass to Murray. It's Gay on the wing. No good on the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Ingram finds Okafor. Outside, Ball. Down low. And Okafor slams it in.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. They get it back. Pass to Forbes. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Forbes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Back to Holiday. To the inside. Okafor. 2 points. That one goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Spurs trail by 13. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Spurs also with the sub. Lyles checked in. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Some changes for New Orleans. Alexander Walker's checked in. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. New Orleans leading by 13. Ingram outside. Pops it up for Favors.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
Well, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
DeRozan finds Aldridge. Here is Forbes. Here's Lyles. He's covered by Ingram. Lyles no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Murray. Inside. Ingram passes to Favors. Clock at 4. Redick with the 3. That shot missing. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Rosen dishes to Murray. Pass to DeRozan. There's 1:26 left in the 4th. Murray surveying the D. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Forbes can't get it to go. Pelicans leading by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pelicans.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Drew Holiday.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those...
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
the solo alley-oop, that's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Out to DeRozan. Murray outside. Passes it to Aldridge. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Williamson. It's Redick on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Ingram with the steal. And here's Redick. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Looking down upon the Tower Bridge. And the starting group for the Spurs. Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. Shots good by Lyles.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And he gets it to go.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Back to Murray, kicks to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray dishes to DeRozan, and it's good, 2 points.
Well, you can see the excitement in DeRozan's eyes when he gets these opportunities. I mean, he's a knockdown threat from there.
Bagley, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Here is Forbes. The feed to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Fox with the steal. And so just over a minute and a half played. He dishes it to Bagley. Outside Bogdanovich. And stolen by Murray. Here is Forbes. He is covered by Bogdanovich. And Forbes kicks to DeRozan. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
That's good from Fox on the assist by Barnes. Fox has got 6.
And that little teardrop, Fox had it back at Kentucky, and boy, is he perfecting it at this level.
And here is Murray. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Bjelica. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Fox passes to Bjelica. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Murray, no good.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
And Fox gets it to go. He's got 8.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Now here's Murray. No points in the game yet for him.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Harry Giles is checked in for Harrison Barnes. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles, and Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you look at Murray's development of his inside game. Boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 8. Pass to Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan is going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
Fox against Murray. Fox is doubled. Pass to Bielitsa. To the middle. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Spurs now. San Antonio leading. Murray with it. Pass to Gay. Back to Murray. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And the fast hands from Fox on defense. He never lets...
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Spurs out in front. They lead by a bucket. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Hield. Shoots over Walker. They get it back. Holmes from outside the arc. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Now here's Mills. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Sacramento making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Hield outside. From deep three-point range. Again, Hield missing.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Walker taking his time here. On the wing, Bellinelli. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Mills. Sacramento grabs the miss. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Spurs with some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Walker. Fox passes to Hield. And Holmes now top of the key. Back to Hield. And they pick up 2. Hield's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here is Forbes. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Fox with the steal. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Holmes, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Purdy. And some changes here for the Kings. Giles comes in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Barnes in for Kent Bazemore. The Spurs also changing it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's White in for Patty Mills. And Parker stays with it.
Well, I tell you what, tremendous work rate in getting to the glass by Parker. If you don't box him out, he'll make you pay for it.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Parker. And it's Joseph in for Fox. The Spurs also with the sub. Murray's checked in. Now here's Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's White after the Kings pick up 2. Murray outside. And they get it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, they're not willing to give Murray any easy buckets here. D'ing him up as tight as they can, even if it means fouling him.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Kings. Kings leading now by 4. Here's Joseph. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Shoots over White. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Down low. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the take. Played through the contact and scored.
And stolen by Murray. To the inside. Misses the one-handed jam. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, I like the work Aldridge did there. Good hustle. Nice job getting good position.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see a tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 10 points, 2 steals, and 1. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. DeRozan out there with Trey Lyons. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock them down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Kings leading now by 3. Murray the pass to Forbes. Whistle blows, bucket. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Bagley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dishes it to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And, you know, whenever Parker charges into the paint, you just probably need to get out of the way. Because when he's got his speed under him, a good head of steam, he can throw it down with the best of them.
Here's Murray. The pass to Lyles. That's tipped. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Fox with it. Picked up by Aldridge. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Passes to Lyles. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And the Spurs with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Here's Fox following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Now Fox. He's got 15. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Giles. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Hield. Oh, Holmes in position. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Mills. D right on him. Yes! And the foul. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Joseph, he's checked in for Fox. White, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to prove his value. I mean, he's extremely good in the locker room. He hustles all the time. And he's a guy who earns and demands respect because of his attitude and consistency.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
It's good. Hield's got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the bucket by the Spurs. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Pass to Holmes. Puts it up. Rebound, San Antonio. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And it's White missing. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's a 5-point game. Holmes can't get it to go in.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Quite smooth with the ball in his hands. Corey Joseph loves, on occasion, to get tricky with it.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Lonnie Walker comes in for Patty Mills. DeRozan's shot is off. Kings leading now by 5. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Pass to Bielitsa. Pirtle against Holmes. Shoots over Pirtle. The kick out to Fox. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Fox with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that move.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they...
The third quarter comes to a close. Kings lead by 9. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Spurs trail by 9. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bielitsa is out there with Bagley, and it's Fox in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Outside, Walker, back to Murray for the 3. Unable to get that one. So the Kings will take it the other way.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Lyles. Yes, that goes in. Lyles got 4 points in the quarter. Kings leading now by 7. Here's Fox. Bagley trying to free himself up.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Lyles kicks to Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. Here's Murray. That shot off. Great D that time from Bagley.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Hield with the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge left side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, sometimes overwhelming presence. Aldridge is a handful to deal with because of his height, strength, and length.
Hield outside. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Hield's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that high.
There's the pass to Lyles. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
And the Kings making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Joseph against Murray. Joseph, the pass to Begley.
Yeah, Joseph, the depth of finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
And here is Murray. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Kings.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for De'Aaron Fox.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Alex Lenz checked in for Bagley. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Corey Brewer's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Buddy Hield. A 15-footer. Shot by Joseph. No good. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 13. And the shot goes down.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Joseph, the pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Brewer. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Bellinelli's got the ball. From deep. Off target. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. It's the NBA Live on 2K. CH.
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Antonio, Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control. Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Back to Aldridge. It's good.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
And here are the Grizzlies now. On the wing, Winslow. Outside for Jackson. All sorts of time. That one a little long.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jay, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's it.
Jackson, good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And there's the pass to Lyles. Right side, Aldridge. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
Aldridge left side. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
DeRozan against Winslow. Lets it go from 11. Aldridge wide open. He fires. Had the space there, but it's offline. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And there's the feed to Morant. Over DeRozan. And DeRozan sends it back. Here we go, one-on-one. Aldridge kicks to Murray. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. It's stolen by Lyles. DeRozan against Winslow. Here's Aldridge. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Winslow. And DeRozan sends it back. And here's the fast break. Aldridge finds DeRozan. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Anderson's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. All alone. That's good on the jump shot. Morant's got 8.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Grizzlies.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. 8 points for him. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Gay, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Anderson kicks to Valanciunas. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Passes it to Brooks. And it's sent back by White. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Just another way Aldridge beats you as a facilitator. Very comfortable making decisions.
Morant pushes to Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Aldridge. Nice D from Aldridge. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 4. Live from the AT&T. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Bellinelli. Mills out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Here's Clark. He can't get that one to fall. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Walker. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Morant outside. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Gay with it. He's picked up by Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And Poeltl is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Lyles check in for Rudy Gay. Memphis also making some changes. Winslow comes in for Melton. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Mills looking it over. Outside, Walker. Back to Poeltl. And it's Memphis on the break. Jones is running. Bellinelli pulls it in. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call. Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs. It's deflected. On the wing, Winslow. Left side, Anderson. And Jones has it in the corner. Anderson in the post, covered by Lyons. Anderson can't get it to go. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And Clark slams it in.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
The pass to Purdy. To the paint. Here's Lyles. The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:46 left in the first half of the game. Rutteridge, the pass to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Lets it go from 11. He can't get that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Now here's Bellinelli. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bryn Forbes. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Murray against Jones. Murray the pass to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Outside Jackson. Right wing. And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. Back to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Jones. 4 on the clock. Traps in the tray. Jones has got 5 points so far. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Melton feeling it out a bit. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And it's Morant missing.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Here's Morant. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's a high-level finish for Morant, showing more strength than he's really given credit for.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
he has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Valanciunas. Jackson. And the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 points.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Aldridge up on top. He kicks to Forbes. And the layup falls. Forbes has got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
DeRozan against Brooks. Feeds it to Jackson. Out to Morant. It's stolen by Lyles. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Winslow. He gets that one. He's got 8.
Possessing great size at his position, DeRozan's muscular frame allows him to convert through the contact.
No good from Valanciunas.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Brooks against DeRozan. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Shoots in deep. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Spurs leading by 4. And DeRozan. Here we go. And DeRozan throws it down.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Walker's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic. It struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
San Antonio making a switch here. White's checked in.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Spurs leading by 11. White looking around. It's Gay with the drive. The shot's good. Gay's got 6 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Inside. A nice shot by Gutteridge.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Pass to Pirtle. The dish to Gay. Back to Pirtle. Some solid defense from Clark. The Grizzlies trail by 11. The dive for the ball. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Walker. It's Clark with the rebound. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Melton. Deep 2 from Anderson. Not going to go that time.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Your Spurs,
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Derek White. And it's Walker in at the 2 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's White. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Lonnie Walker. Memphis also making some changes. Valanciunas is checked in for Clark. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton. The drive by Brooks. Out to Morant. 6 to shoot. Good on the shot. Morant's got 19 points.
Oh, it's been all about Ja tonight. I mean, can score in many different ways.
Murray against Morant. Now here's Bellinelli, guarded closer. Back to Murray. Morant with the steal. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 21 points for Ja Morant.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And Aldridge slams it in.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Morant against Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. If you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish, I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles. A rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for White. Took him no time at all on that one.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now Murray. Kicks it to Forbes. Outside DeRozan. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And stolen by Aldridge. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
It's Brooks on the wing. Passes it to Valanciunas. On the wing, Jackson. Again, Memphis.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. There's the lob to Aldridge.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in. The circus move.
So smooth. Jackson passes to Morant. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Puts it up. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Jackson.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Here's DeRozan. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Rob. Jumps up. And DeRozan throws it down.
When you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Winslow kicks to Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And the first one drops.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Spurs leading by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Spurs.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeMar DeRozan.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. From down low. And that one goes long. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Jackson kicks to Morant. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here is Forbes. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Murray. Here's Forbes. Misses there. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. coming up in just moments. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans: Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Spurs, DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Holiday. Tries it from 9. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Ball against Murray. And stolen by Williamson. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ingram's running and slam dunk by Ingram.
Staying unselfish, keeping your eyes up. So important for a young player. Zion, mature beyond his years.
Aldridge can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
Outside Holiday. And it's Ball in the corner. Holiday looking over the floor. Back to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williamson. Rebound San Antonio.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. Back to DeRozan. Out to the wing. Lyles passes to Forbes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Outside, Ball. Passes it to Ingram. Kicks it out to Williamson. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. And the Pelicans miss again.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
DeRozan against Ingram. DeRozan passes to Lyles. And stolen by Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. And the rejection by Favors.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
They get a hand on it, taken away by Holiday. To the middle. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:10 left to play in the first quarter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The man just knows how to generate points. Aldridge creating a second chance opportunity. And
oh my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Murray against Ball. Here's Aldridge. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass the Ball. Back to Favors. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
and the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for New Orleans, Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. Reddick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
He hits both from the stripe. Spurs trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. Gay in the corner. They need this. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Hart. Misses the jumper. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the...
The defense can't stop a force like Zion. Once he's airborne, the slam is almost inevitable.
Now here's Mills. Not a lot of room. Hurdle finds White. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Williamson, the pass to Melly. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And it's Williamson missing. Spurs trail by 13. Up the floor. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Mills.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Jackson kicks to Reddick. Back to Jackson. The pass to Hart. Pass to Williamson. Over Gay. And it's Williamson missing. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. White the pass to Mills. Out to White. Passes to Bellinelli. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
In the whistle blows, it's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That is his first foul of the game. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor is checked in for Williamson. And it's Jackson Hayes in for Nicolo Melli. Pass to Hart. He kicks to Okafor. Over Bellinelli. And the Pelicans miss again. Spurs trail by 9. Out pass to Gay.
So great to see Rudy out here. A guy who's overcome injuries. He's fought and he's competed.
And the pass to Hayes. Now Okafor, defended by Pirtle. Trying to end the drought. And it goes down 2 points. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Pirtle. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Hart kicks to Reddick. Jackson in the corner. Stolen by Walker. And Gay with a clear path to the hoop. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Pelicans have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Derek White. The Pelicans haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Now Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Walker. Launches it. Murray, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
New Orleans moving it around. Reddick surveying the D. Pass to Okafor. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Down low. DeRozan passes to Walker. Okafor against Lyles. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. Banked in off the glass. Aldridge has got 6.
As a coach, this is how you like your plays to end. Aldridge with a high percentage look.
Okafor gets the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Murray at the tip, and it's Aldridge on the follow. 8 points for him.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Hart. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's New Orleans.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They lead by 10. Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, it's a nice, patient offense.
And that does it for our halftime show.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
We've got Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. Aldridge out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Favors dishes the ball. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
DeRozan in the corner. Poke loose. Holiday with it. Picked up by Aldridge. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Ingram finds ball.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. but thankfully he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Spurs trail by 12. The 3 ball. Forbes can't get it to go.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Holiday, the pass to Favors. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And the focus of Favors, calmly taking the hit and finishing the basket off.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. Whitey's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You know Ball loves to get into the open court where he has space and can make decisions on the fly.
DeRozan against Holiday. Kicks it out to Gay. Buries it from 3-point range. Gay's got 7.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Outside Favors. Inside Holiday. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Stolen by Ball. Jacks up a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And here's White. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 16-point game. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
To the paint. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Lobs it up for Favors. The alley-oop layup. Very well done. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And here's Mills for 3. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Got to be on the lookout for Poeltl crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Now here's Ball. Covered by Mills. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors got 12.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Ingram with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Mills with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Poeltl finds Gay. It's White on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Lays it up off the glass. Mills has got his first points in this one.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. The three-pointer no good. It's been all about Derek Favors for the New Orleans Pelicans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. He's out there with Favors, and it's Hart in at the 3 slot.
And it only takes a couple buckets for Favors to get rolling. They got to keep feeding him the rock.
Knocked loose and stolen by Favors. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor's checked in for Favors. Zion Williamson comes in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Forbes can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Holiday kicks to Ball. Outside Holiday to the inside. Okafor inside. Aldridge is covering. Okafor gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 18. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Ball. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Kicks it to Forbes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Pelicans leading by 20. In the corner, it's Ingram. No good from outside.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Murray dishes to Bellinelli. Out to the right wing. Spurs working the ball around now. Inside. Here's Lyles. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Spurs trail by 20. Over to the wing. And Walker kicks to Lyles. Here's Forbes. Knocks down the 3-ball. Forbes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Walker. The Pelicans also changing it up. Alexander Walker's checked in. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Forbes. Hits the 3-point bomb. Forbes has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Spurs.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
For 3, Ingram. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Forbes.
Showing he can hit the jumper from anywhere on the floor. Forbes continues to impress with his shot.
Outside, Redick. Pass to Williamson. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's the pass to Lyles. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Lyles. Over in the corner, Williamson. Ingram outside. Five on the clock, right at the free throw line. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others, Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And here is Aldridge. From deep three-point range, Pelicans pull it in. And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. To the wing right side. Williamson outside. Trying to get something going. That one doesn't go. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Fox feeling it out a bit. It's stolen by DeRozan. Bogdanovich against Murray. Pass to Lyles. And stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
And there it is for him.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Throws it up high. And so Sacramento again turning it over.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Outside Aldridge. Fires the 3. Bagley with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Fox. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Finding more and more ways is De'Aaron Fox to score the basketball. That time gets contact.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Here's Fox, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And last season, he was a 70% free throw shooter, something I'm sure he'd like to improve.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Forbes. And a miss there on the triple. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Murray against Fox. Lyles passes to Forbes. The 3. Misses his 2nd shot in 4 attempts from the field. On offense, here are the Kings. 3-point lead. The kick out to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, De'Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
Here's Murray. Feeds it to Aldridge. It's stolen by Bagley. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Fox. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter.
I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. Oh, the lob to DeRozan and stolen by Barnes. Murray against Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Wide open look here for Murray. Bagley with the rebound. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. 11-point game. And DeRozan sends it back. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Can't hit from in close.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside, Bagley. Here's Fox. Makes it off the glass. Fox has got 17.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play. Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And so it's Sacramento in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Giles in at the 5 down low. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. Spurs trail by 11. And here's Mills from the arc. The rebound by Giles. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And here's Mills for 3. Sinks the triple. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kings leading now by 10. Here's Joseph. And that one, good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's White. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and that one falls for White. Walker's checked in for Patty Mills. And a change for the Kings. Holmes checked in.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker if you can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
From deep. Rebound by Parker. Kings leading now by 11. And Bazemore kicks to Holmes. And he lays it straight in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Spurs have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. There's Walker with the 3, but they recover it. San Antonio again missing. Here's Hield. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
White against Joseph. And White kicks to Bellinelli. From the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. For Sacramento, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And Holmes throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Unloads from 13. That one wide left. Spurs trail by 17. There's Walker with the 3. And that one's good by Gay.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Ball going up court. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Joseph, and he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Joseph.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Sacramento also making some changes. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. White against Fox.
Continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox off to a good start.
Here's DeRozan, and he drops in the layup off the glass. DeRozan's got 6 points.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And Fox gets it to go.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Aldridge. And it's Fox with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Fox getting some room and getting up.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Good work defensively by Gay.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
It's his first trip to the line.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Capable of playing either forward, the versatility that Gay has, important in today's league for him to stay around.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Mills in for Derek White.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. 16 seconds left in the first half. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Shots good by Mills. 5 points in the game.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk?
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 29. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. With too much at that.
And how much fun right now is De'Aaron Fox having on the floor? All smiles.
Deep two from Murray. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And Forbes kicks to Murray. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. Defended by Bagley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rig, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. Murray against Fox. The tray. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got 5.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Murray dishes to DeRozan. And it's off from three-point range. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And it's Fox with the jam.
So good and so dangerous is De'Aaron Fox out in transition.
Fox against Murray. From deep. That one, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Murray against Fox. DeRozan for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bielitsa's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage. Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Lyles. And finally, that one's good. Lyles got 6.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
There's the lob to Aldridge.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. Free throw good, Fox. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Spurs shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Hield from outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. It could go. Doesn't go for him. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Kings, Giles is out there with Holmes. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Parker. And it's Joseph in at the point.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Bazemore misses. Spurs have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Moving it up. Count that one.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Spurs making a change here. Madu's checked in. And a change for the Kings. Fox is checked in.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And Fox gets it to go.
Well, trying to figure out ways to score through contact, De'Aaron Fox does not back down.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Zeller, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Zeller. No good on the triple. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 56 points in the game.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And it's Fox with the jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And here's Mills from the arc. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The Fox surveying that time and hard to cover when he...
Some changes for Sacramento. Len comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Parker. San Antonio's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Spurs with possession. Here's Zeller. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Alex Len picks one up, and that one falls for Zeller. And so Zeller nails both of them. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good.
The Australian-born Patty Mills, former 2nd-round pick. Who knew Mills would someday win an NBA championship? Well, the Spurs did.
Corey Joseph's checked in for the Kings. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They lead by 40. There's a minute 47 left here in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, De'Aaron Fox.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Shooting for San Antonio.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Kings shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Good.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Sacramento.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for De'Aaron Fox.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And Zeller kicks to Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Fox, connects again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Now here's Mills, guarded by Fox. Mills passes to Bellinelli. Spurs passing it around. Got a piece of it. Outside, Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
That shot off the mark. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Zeller finds Mills. The three. San Antonio getting another chance here. And there's the bucket from Medu.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bellinelli for three. The rebound by Giles.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And here's Mills. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.